Holy moly, holy moly, holy moly, moly. I'm here. I'm here. AWO is here. The AWO is here. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know where I was for a second, but I'm here. I was reading something. Sorry. I apologize for that. Okay? I apologize. Once again, I apologize. So I'm here now. Okay? I'm here now. So, what's up, guys? Welcome to Let's Talk Pop episode 139. We're 11 away from 200, 150. 150. Okay, yeah, 150. So we're about that far off from episode 150. So 11. I don't know if we're gonna get it done by the end of the year. Maybe we get to 150 by the end of the year. Maybe I'll get it by then, but I have no clue. Probably not. Probably not. To be honest with you, we probably I probably won't get there by the end of the year, but who knows? We'll do something special for 150. Okay, I'll do something special for 150. Don't know yet, but I'll figure something else for episode 150 of Let's Talk Pop. Okay, I just gotta briefly check something. Okay, like to see hello in the chat. Hello, guys. I just like to see something briefly. And okay, okay, that's what I wanted to see. All right. Okay, don't need to talk about that anymore. Gonna move on. All right. Here we go. All right, back to where I needed to be. So, what's up? All right, guys. So yeah, like I said, this is 150, right? 150. We're getting close to 150. We're at 139, and today I don't think it's going to be a busy, all that much busy today. Okay. Um, this to let you know. Okay. Just to let you know. But we're gonna try my best tonight. All right. So sit back and relax. Enjoy the show, please. Have fun. Okay. That's all you gotta do is have fun. All I want you to do is have fun. Okay. So have fun tonight. Have fun tonight. I don't know. All right. So maybe I'll botch my entrance and roll backwards for you guys. Oh, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I saw the chat. I'm not gonna botch backwards for you guys. I'm not gonna botch my entrance and then slip and then roll backwards and then laugh about it. Well, 2 weeks, not to embarrass myself, and I don't have room to do it anyway. There's no room for me to do it, so too bad. I know about lanterns. There was a trailer actually showing about lanterns. I did not see it. I don't think it wasn't public, but whatever. Oh my god! All right, all right. Where do I want to start tonight's stream? I don't know. All right. Oh yeah, yeah. All right. So no major franchises talk tonight. That's for sure. Okay, no major franchise talk. But do want to talk about this? I guess I'm quite. It's just quite interesting. So, Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan is doing an Exorcist movie. Devil possession, warp possession, right? Right? A movie on that, right? Right? So Mike Flanagan is in direct and write whatever for that movie. Okay, I forget who it's for. I'll figure it out some other time. Okay, but he's on top to do that. Let me see. Okay, so we're looking for the next Exorcist movie. He's doing it. Okay, if you're into that stuff, horror. Like, I mean, he's really good at doing horror. Obviously, he's really an expert. Yeah, Marvel and DCU are not teaming up. Okay, they're not. That's not true. Okay, I'm going to say this. Comic Book News is a tabloid website that makes a bunch of fake rumors, that grifts on people, that cons people, that has an agenda, has their certain point of view, has their view on the world, has their certain politics, inserts their politics into their articles. Okay, so it's like Slav says it best on his YouTube channels when he talks about Comic Book News. Don't take them seriously. Take it with a grain of salt. No, don't even take them with a grain of salt, because whatever they come up with, it's not even salt worthy to throw. Okay, because we know it's bullshit. Okay, everything they spill is BS. They're playing this first. He's doing two things to two fan groups. Once people that deny, like, say, yeah, you're bullshit, you're a liar, you make stuff up, you have all this stuff, and he's rallying up the Snyder cult. He's playing off the Snyder cult too. He's making him believe in stuff. He's giving him false hope, false ideas, and he's not the only one that does it, obviously, to them, but he knows what he's doing. Comic Book News is a grifter website with grifting YouTube channel with a grifter, with a sore, pathetic loser who is all of a sudden, so-called has sources. Everything that he's reported, Cosmic News from years past, has been falsely not happening, proven wrong, proven wrong. Okay, comic book news is is a site is a garbage tabloid website, garbage person and all that you just throw away in the trash bin once you see it and be like, yeah, yeah, no, yeah. I don't believe this. Okay, okay. That's comic book news. They are as believable as Geekosity was. Okay, okay. Geekosity used to be that site. Used to be that site. Now, Geekosity, the guy who well, Geekosity passed away, Mikey's son, and he has still. Now, I don't know what's he didn't insert his politics into his fake scoops, but the thing is, he is still a con artist, still conning people, still a con artist. Okay, this Geekosity was one of the things Snyderverse latched onto for their so-called movement. Now, since the founder passed away, and still kind of decided, you know what, I'm not going to report on this anymore. The grift is it's not worth it. And they're believing Cosmo Book News or the Forbes, which Forbes which Forbes later came out and yeah, Zack Snyder's version didn't make any profit when it came out on stream. No, no, it didn't make any profit. I don't know if you still hear Degrassi. It didn't make any profit. Okay, nobody really cared. Only people that cared was the Snyder people and maybe people in the industry. Okay, but nobody really cared. That brand is heavily damaged. Okay, okay, and it definitely affected the movies that came out after 2020 and 2021. Okay, and Warner Brothers is like, yeah, you know what? The only way we could recover is Razzazo. The only way we recover this, make this brand interesting again, the DC brand interesting again, which you can't just rely on Batman all the time. Is we gotta rebuild. We gotta rebuild. And Zack Snyder, and trust me when I say this. Zack Snyder, I agree with that too, Degrassi. Zack Snyder, trust me, Zazov and he has people that work with them, and I'm sure when they're going up an idea, we do a new DC, how to get the DC brand respectable, right? Make it respectable. People are interested again. I guarantee you, Snyder was not even thought about. And why do I have the rest thing? This, okay. I'm gonna change this. Okay, and they looked at gun. They looked at gun. Okay, they obviously looked at gun and saw the success of the Guardians and so on, and people like Peacemaker and people like the Suicide Squad, despite being a day release on streaming and on theaters the same day because of the Warner Brothers 2021 mandate. Okay, okay, they looked at gun. They saw success, and money was not so. Look, Zack Snyder's two movies, Man of Steel made over 600 million, BVS made over 800 million. Yes, financially they were well. They did well. But to Zalazov, it was more than about success and money. It's actually about reception. Reception. Okay? And cause look, Aquaman did 1 billion, but 184 was bad. Look at everything else. So it's actually about reception. and the brand was tarnished. And everything that once Zack Snyder left and DC, when they had new management, new people in head, and they changed things up with the DCU, it still had a stink of Zack Snyder's handiwork. And that definitely affected not everything. I mean, like Aquaman, the first one did a billion. Wonder Woman 80, Wonder Woman the first 80, Wonder Woman did well. But everything since then, yeah. But Zach, and I think Netflix is realizing right now. I think Netflix is realizing, and Netflix is realizing Zach is not financially. It's Netflix is smart right now, thinking smart right now that Zack Snyder is not a financial or a critical box draw. And let me tell you, that animated show, I did not watch it, but he did an animated show, okay? And that actually suddenly got decent reviews, okay? But that did not save him. Because they don't care about Zack Snyder's animations, Netflix, okay? Sure, he did that. They cared about the uh, the movie side of things. Army of Dead, nah, not going forward. Rebel Moon, see, he's and Cosmo Book News. Cosmo Book News had a stupid report because they saw that Netflix's contract with Zack Snyder's contract with Netflix ran out, right? And they made it seem like yeah he ran out so he could go back to do the Snyderverse. He's coming back to do the Snyderverse. No, no, that's not it. Okay, no, but okay, okay. Yeah, that big announcement of Snyder hype yesterday really bit them in the ass. Yeah, like Degrassi. That's almost every single day, right? Every single day, they think they're getting what they want, right? And like these guys are the here. You know what's the worst football team in the last 20, 30 years? Um, the Cleveland Browns, right? It used to be the Detroit Lions, but the Detroit Lions had success recently, the last 3 or 4 years. But the Cleveland Browns have been a joke for specifically ever since it came back to Cleveland. Been a joke. This is what the Snyder verses are. The Snyder tards are. Okay. Oh, and you know what I compare the fan bases to? The Dallas Cowboys. Because the Dallas Cowboy fans always think they're going to win the Super Bowl every single year, even with a horrible roster. That's what Snyder versus people are. Okay? Delusional. Yeah, they let him out of the deal. He is no longer obligated to deliver the final film in his deal. Yeah. Here's the thing. You really don't hear the major trades report that a first look deal with a studio for a director is expired. They don't do that. They'll announce a first look deal to a director is happening, signed, but you won't really see them report expiring. It has expired. Okay. In sports, you have. In sports, you report. In sports, you have that all the time. It's called free agency, right? Free agency. The player signs for free agency. They don't have a contract with their team anymore. Okay, the contract expired, so they become a free agent. They file for free agency, right? In sports, will report that. They'll report for even management in sports. This coach's contract has expired. The coach is free to talk to any other teams without their previous employment's permission. Okay, but you really don't hear in in the entertainment industry about an expiration. Okay, you hear about a first look deal, but not when they expire. Okay, it's but like they're not going to bring back somebody's who's the niche audience is a problem. The niche audience, the Snyder Code is a niche audience, a loud niche audience. They think they speak for the general audience, and clearly don't. Okay, they don't. Okay, what? Okay, all right, and yeah, a Marvel DC movie is more like a possibility than Snyder coming back. Okay, okay. What Snyder did is Superman. And yes, obviously Warner Brothers wanted to create their own universe to compete with Marvel. But what Snyder did with Superman was make him stoic, not smile a lot. I mean, he has smiled, but doesn't have really a sense of humor or anything like that. Always serious, right? Okay. At least with Marvel, and with Marvel, of course, he took liberties with the characters. Well, Marvel, the characters, at least the most of the characters, their personalities were the same to the comics. Iron Man, Tony Stark acted like Tony Stark in the comics. Thor acted like Thor in the comics. Captain America acted like Captain America in the comics. You get my point, right? Okay, okay. And I don't think they should do a team up, Marvel and DC. DC is so far. DC is so way back right now. It needs to establish itself before a possible team up could happen between the two big franchises. It's a way off. But who knows? All right, all right. So I want to go back. Mike Flanagan, yeah. So Exorcist movie. Mike Flanagan is directing Exorcist, and he's directing Carrie. Carrie also. Okay. Okay. He's directing Carrie. Yeah, the TV series. Yeah, Carrie also. He's that's for I don't know. Okay, so he's directing Carrie. All right, he's doing Carrie. Okay, but a lot of people he's working with. Okay, but he's also doing Exorcist. Okay, untitled Exorcist movie, Mike Flanagan project. But it has the first casting, and Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson will be acting the lead in Exorcist. Okay, I assume she's gonna play the mother of the child that gets possessed, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the story is. Exorcist. Okay, but yes. So that's a major casting. That's a major get. I mean, look, Mike Flanagan. People love Mike Flanagan's work. People love people love working with Mike Flanagan. I know Life of Chuck was Not talked about a lot. I know Life of Chocolate Perry was kind of let down, right? But his Netflix work is top notch with the anthology stuff he's done for Netflix, right? Anthology, and anthology, what he's done, he's good at mixing horror with not, I wouldn't say drama, but more like heartache and stuff like that. Um, Mystery, if you really watch his Netflix stuff, it's more than just horror, right? More than just horror. Heartbreaker. Was he moving away to possess children? I wanted to possess Scarlett Johansson. Have her, you know what? Have her be possessed. Yeah, I want her to be possessed. Possess Scarlett. Okay, but it's his style of work is, and the horror side of things. His style of work is the storytelling in his style of work is not about specific horror elements. It's not like Scream. It's not like Scream or I know he did last summer or like the slasher movies like, well, those are slasher like Jason or Michael Myers, or yeah, sure they have story, but those stories are like very, they don't really have themes to it. Okay, have emotion to it. His horror stuff on Netflix, there's themes and there's emotion to it. You really feel for the characters, the living and the dead. Okay, especially the first movie. The first movie, not first movie. The first show for Netflix. It's a House on Haunted Hill, right? Or the Haunted Hill House. House on Haunted Hill was the other. It was that movie with Liam Nielsen, Owen Wilson, Catherine Zeta-Jones. No, see, it's easy to get mixed up with that. So Haunted Hill House, right? That was, oh my, people love that show. Great show. I mean, great show, great story, great, not just story, like all around. The ghosts. I mean, they were scary, but the family troubles, the issues, the problems the family gone through since living in that house and moving away, losing their mother to, could be insanity or things like that, losing their younger sister, having their youngest brother traumatized so much he got addicted to drugs, things like that. It was a good, right? And House of Bly Manor was good too. The next one he did, House of Bly Manor. Okay, and then the vampire one, Midnight, Midnight, with Midnight. What's it called? Midnight Mass, right? Midnight Mass. And then the one from last year, shit. The one is based on the Edgar Allan Edgar Allan Poe. What's it called? Oh fuck! I watched it. Shit. With the Raven. Oh fuck! I forget what it's called. Then yeah, I mean, yeah, he's back. Obviously, he's doing movies. I mean, his stuff with Netflix is over with. He's the type of guy Netflix would want to come back, but he doesn't. But he doesn't want to come back, obviously. But he's going to do it. I mean, this is horror is his forte, but there's more than this to his horror. There's more to his his horror stuff has elements of good themes and things like that to his movies, right? Like things like that. It's more than just horror, okay? If you really go back, like 80s, 70s, 70s, 80s horror, like that stuff is very basic. Most horror is not really story oriented. I mean, like, it's not depth in not in storytelling, but his stuff is. So he's got Scarjo on board. Man, I'm yawning. Yawning. I'm yawning. I'm yawning. I remember she's coming back for Jurassic World, right? There was a sequel to Jurassic World. Okay, remember that. Jurassic World Rebirth. She's coming back to that. Right? So let's move on. I gotta say this. I know about the Farcraft series, video game series. I haven't really played the series. It's all that much. Okay? I apologize if that offends anybody, but I haven't played the Farcraft series. Okay? But if you've been living under a rock, if you're into Farcraft, well, I'm sure this will make you happy. Disney, Disney, yeah, Disney, because FX. I'm kidding. Well, FX, FX is going to develop a Far Cry series. All right, a Far Cry series for right with Noah Harley. Oh, well, yeah, who's worked on the Alien TV series. He's gonna work on the Far Cry series. Now, I'm like, as I said, I haven't really played the Far Cry games all that much, so I don't really know much about it. But I know there's some people happy about it that because Far Cry is very popular. The series is very popular. I mean, they made five, six games out of it, right? So it's a very popular franchise, and it's not surprising that another video game IP is being developed into either a TV show or a movie. Far Cry is going to be a TV show. Now, I personally think video games that have in-depth storytelling, with a lot of storytelling involved, are better as TV shows like Fallout, Last of Us, Far Cry, shows like that, where storytelling in video games is not the be all end all. Like games like Mario, Minecraft, Donkey Kong, those are okay for movies. Those are okay movies. The thing I always say about video games is that video games and books, adaptations based on books and video games, are probably better suited for TV shows adaptations, because of how long a book could be, and how long a video game is. It has to be the right kind of video game for sure. It can't if Mario, Zelda, things like that. You really don't need to make a TV show out of it. But games like Far Cry, Fallout, I mean even Skyrim, if you can do that. Last of Us, Mass Effect, God of War. Yeah, you probably need to make that a TV series more than a movie. Okay? Because of just how much storytelling is involved. And some games, not just the main mission, but side mission too. The side stories, right? They and I'm sure Far Cry fans are happy that they're getting this. Now, is being for FX, okay? So it's an FX movie, okay? TV show. But you got good people working on it. Very solid creatives, okay? And I don't think you'd be disappointed. If you saw the Alien series, I don't think you'd be disappointed with Far Cry. I don't. Okay? I don't think you'll be disappointed with Far Cry at all. Okay? I think you'd be happy. I think you're gonna I know I'm probably the grass would be okay with it. And blinded because who's working on it? Okay? Sorry. Kidding me? Sorry, I was just reading something that kind of upsetted me. I'm okay, I'm good guys. I'm good. Alright, so okay. Alright, I'm good. Alright. Alright, what else is there to talk about? Oh, alright, so okay. Watch Hour 4, looks like it's happening. Alright. Well, that's all I have. That's all I want to talk about today. Kind of busy. I'm kind of a little tired. Tired earlier than usual. So I'm gonna go now. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. I might see you guys Thursday. Not